Hey everybody, today we're making chocolate chip cookies. These cookies are amazing. It's honestly one of the best recipes I've tried. It just happens to be vegan. I hope you guys like it. This recipe is one of the easiest recipes I've found for making chocolate chip cookies. The only drawback is that they do have to sit at least 12 to 24 hours in your refrigerator to get your best results. Believe me, they're well worth the wait. To begin with, one of the things I think that you should invest in if you don't already have one, if you do a lot of baking, is a food scale. I find that my baking is more consistent when I use a food scale. I definitely would recommend using one of these. To start with, you're going to need 2 cups or 250 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. The recipe that I found did not call for cornstarch, but after doing some research online, I found that using cornstarch can help keep your cookies moist or chewy on the inside. And then 1/2 teaspoon of fine salt. Now you're going to add 1 bag of chocolate chips. These are from Walmart, believe it or not. They have these organic semi-sweet chocolate chips that are allergen-free. They have no milk or dairy products. They are nut-free. A lot less expensive than some of the other brands that I found. If you want to keep your recipe vegan, you'll want to use pure cane sugar. When they process granulated sugar, white sugar, they use bone meal in it, and of course the bone meal comes from animals. So if you want to make sure that your cookies are vegan, you'll want to use cane sugar. So the recipe calls for 100 grams of sugar, and 1/2 cup or 110 grams of brown sugar. Next, you'll add your oil and your water. Add 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. So you'll mix this up until it's light in color, kind of caramely, about 2 minutes. Then you want to add your dry ingredients in, your flour mixture with your chocolate chips. And you don't want to overmix this. If you overmix your batter, your cookies could turn out tough. So you're just going to mix this until most of the flour is mixed in. Okay, that looks good. So you're going to cover this with plastic wrap, and then you want to refrigerate it for 12 to 24 hours. So you take your batter out of the refrigerator and use a 1 ounce scoop to scoop out your batter. You need to freeze your cookie dough for about 10 minutes before you put it in the oven so that they don't spread too much and get too flat. So this particular pan, I'm just going to scoop all of the dough out. I like to make an extra batch of the cookie dough, scoop it, and freeze the cookie dough on a tray. Once the balls are frozen, you can place them in a Ziploc bag or a container like this, and you can have fresh baked cookies whenever the urge hits you. Or if you're more like me, I sometimes like to just reach in the freezer and grab myself a little frozen cookie dough ball. These are safe to eat raw because there's no egg in this recipe. So you'll bake your cookies on a baking sheet with parchment paper over it. So you spread them out evenly on your baking sheet. Place your cookies in your preheated oven and bake for 12 minutes. Remove the cookies from the oven and let them cool on their tray for 5 minutes. Then remove them and let them cool on a wire rack. These cookies really are the perfect chocolate chip cookie. They're the perfect combination of chewy and crispy and absolutely delicious. So vegan or not, these are some of the best chocolate chip cookies you'll ever try. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Leave a comment below and let me know if you tried the recipe and how you liked it. Don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss my next video.